Oh, Moo.
Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm John Reisinger.
And it looks like Call of Duty is coming down from the stars and going back to its roots, World War II.
Yeah, Activision announced today that the next installment of the first-person shooter series from developer Sledgehammer Games will be set in World War II, and said that more will be revealed during a live stream next Wednesday.
The company also included a promotional image of a soldier with his hands folded and possibly clasping some dog tags.
According to Activision, during Wednesday's live stream, we will hear from Sledgehammer Games heads and founders Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield. The announcement says that fans will be able to tune in to get a first look at Call of Duty World War II and get intel on the studio's vision for the game.
So, all those leaks, totally correct.
Yeah.
There's no release date given yet, but Polygon noted that the company generally launches Call of Duty games in November after spring announcements. So, take that for what it's worth. Pretty reliable. Count on first week of November.
Okay. Of course, longtime Call of Duty fans know that the series started in World War II way back in 2003. I remember that, had LAN parties.
So far.
Yep.
So long ago.
I'm an old gamer. Other Call of Duty games covered the same war, the last of which was Call of Duty World at War in 2008. Since 2012, though, the series has been set in the future, starting with Black Ops 2, and most recently the franchise went to space with Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, we've had some suspicion that the newest Call of Duty could be coming back to World War II for a while. Last month, a YouTuber posted leaked box art that indicated it would be set in World War II, and Activision has said in the past that the franchise would be going back to its roots, saying that Infinite Warfare underperformed and didn't resonate with audiences, although they say that, but Sledgehammer has to have been working on this for a while, given the 3-year development cycle that Call of Duty now has going on.
So this is the first time that Sledgehammer has worked on a Call of Duty game. The studio was formed by some developers who previously worked at Visceral Games, which made the sci-fi horror series Dead Space. And Sledgehammer has in the past contributed to Modern Warfare 3 in 2011, and it was responsible for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare in 2014, which was well received by fans and critics.
Polygon says that Sledgehammer's been working on the latest Call of Duty since the release of Advanced Warfare, so since 2014.
Yeah.
While we'll obviously know a lot more on Wednesday after the live stream, here's what we think we know so far about the upcoming game. You can grade us on this.
Yeah, based on the YouTube leak of the box art, the steel case version of the game seemed to hint at missions set during D-Day, specifically in the Normandy landings. It's also worth noting that the YouTuber in question has removed their video, probably after getting a notice from Activision's lawyers, but of course, nothing ever really goes away on the internet.
No. Another leak via Twitter indicated a possible release date for the game as November 3rd. That leak also suggested that there might be a timed exclusivity deal between Activision and Sony, which means that the game could be released for PlayStation 4 consoles a little bit early, or at the very least content for the game.
It's also been teased by various sources that the upcoming Call of Duty is one of the games that Microsoft wants to make compatible with its upcoming Project Scorpio console.
Well, I mean, they're all supposed to be compatible, but better on Scorpio. Windows Central has reported that there are certain titles that Microsoft wants to use to exemplify Project Scorpio's capabilities. It said the list includes some fairly obvious games such as Call of Duty, FIFA, and Madden, but also Battlefront 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2. It seems that each of these games will appear on Project Scorpio with a 4K resolution.
So, why is Call of Duty going back to its roots?
Because Battlefield 1 was so successful, even though they've probably been working on this for a couple of years.
Yeah, it's probably because going to space didn't work out as well.
Not so much. As we said earlier, Activision wasn't super happy with the performance of Infinite Warfare. That was released last November, and while the reviews actually weren't bad for the game, it didn't seem like anyone really loved it that much either.
Nah, Infinite Warfare reportedly sold half of what Black Ops 3 did in its first month in the US, leading some to prematurely call it a flop. But it's still a Call of Duty game, and Infinite Warfare managed to end the year as 2016's best-selling console game in the US.
We all wish we could have a Call of Duty flop on our hands.
Yeah.
And over the last 12 months, guess what the best-selling game was? Yep, Infinite Warfare. It's still selling very well this year. While it seems like not everyone loved the game's futuristic concept, a lot of people still went out and bought it.
It just goes to show you how strong a franchise is year after year, when even a disappointing game like Infinite Warfare still racks up those kinds of numbers.
Still, earlier this year, Activision COO Thomas Tipple called Infinite Warfare a high-quality, innovative game, but he added that sales underperformed our expectations, and it's clear that for a portion of our audience, the space setting just didn't resonate.
So, this game definitely feels like a course correction for the franchise. How much of a course correction, we'll know more on Wednesday after the live stream.
What do you guys think of Call of Duty going back to World War II? What do you hope they do with this entry in the franchise? Let us know in the comments.
And for all of your Call of Duty news, whether it's in World War II, space, or battling zombies, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Now.
We could always use more zombies.
Nazi zombies. According to Activision, during Wednesday's live stream, we will hear from Sledgehammer Games heads and founders Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield.
Schofield?
Schofield?
Schofield? Yes, there's no release given yet, saying that Infinite Warfare underperformed and